Saturday night's main event took place tonight in Tampa, Florida. Now, I did not necessarily get to watch the show because about half of it seemed like it was towards commercials. I'm so happy I get to watch wrestling, Raw, NXT, SmackDown every week on Netflix for international viewers. I don't have to deal with any shitty commercials. None. I don't watch any commercials. And when I watch PLEs, obviously on Netflix as well, I don't have to worry about commercials there as well. I don't mind breaks. It's just when it's in the match, it just takes me out of it. And that was the biggest problem I had with tonight's show. I really don't care about Saturday night's main event anymore. I kind of wish they'd wrap it up. I'm over it. But let's just talk about tonight's show. It's not going to be a long review tonight. You had Jesse Ventura and Joe Tessitore on the pre-show, or not on the pre-show panel, on the panel to start the show. You had Jesse taking a shot at Mike Tyson for supposedly taking a dive in his boxing match with Logan Paul earlier this year. And, or was it early this year or early last year? Or late last year. I don't even remember that fight that much, but I just know Tyson didn't take a dive, Jesse. It's stupid, but you had the opening match, and Jesse, by the way, I can do without him now on Saturday's main event. Some people might not like that, but I'll get to that cage match and the stuff he was doing, and I think he was almost undermining the match, especially Damian Priest, but we'll get to that later. You had the opening match, which was CM Punk and Sami Zayn against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, who, of course, have Paul Heyman in their corner. So the match started off hot. Braun did a really cool dive onto Seth, I believe, not onto Seth, I think it was onto Sami, onto the announce booth. And automatically, I'm into this match. I'm getting into it. Then we have commercials. The fans have to say we're really into it, so I suppose it was good. But as soon as we came back, it wasn't long later, and we got another commercial break. I'm thinking, this is impossible to watch. This is what it's going to be. I really don't give a fuck. You had Bronson Reed return. He took out CM Punk by driving him through the barricade, taking him out of the match. And then you had Braun Breaker pin Sami Zayn with a spear after Sami was distracted with what happened. So Braun and Seth win. After the match, Bronson Reed looks at Braun Breaker. They stare down. Seth hugs Bronson, and he's now aligned with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman, so he'll be part of their faction. Punk came in the ring, and then they beat him down. They had Bronson Reed take him out with a tsunami splash. So that same tsunami splash that nearly killed Seth Rollins last summer, it was the night after SummerSlam last year, and he was having internal bleeding because he took so many damn splashes. Now he's aligned with them. I guess they'll say why and what happened when they do their segment on Raw, I suppose, which will open the show, which is in Tampa. I think if you're Tampa, I think they're treating you like stupid, or not just Tampa, anywhere. He tried to kill this fucking guy a year ago. If it happened several years ago, okay. I mean, God, just he had internal fucking bleeding, man. Internal bleeding, and then Seth cost Bronson Reed an excellent last man standing match against Braun Strowman last year, a guy who's not even in the company anymore. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I guess they'll have an explanation, but I don't like it. I'm just thinking the guy tried to kill Seth Rollins less than a year ago. Okay, we'll see what they do. Backstage, we have Kathy Kelly, who, by the way, looks amazing, as she always does. And she's interviewing Chelsea Green and the Secret Service before Chelsea's match with Zelina Vega for the Women's U.S. title, a match that was announced just last night. I guess there was some outrage that there wasn't a women's match on the show, so they felt like they needed to add a women's match. I don't know. I don't think this match really needed to be on the show. And I think it hurts Chelsea Green if this match never happened. I think if this match never happened, it would have actually helped her more, I meant to say. Her losing like this against Zelina Vega, she lost with the pop-up powerbomb for the second consecutive time from the top rope. I'm thinking this doesn't do her any favors. You had Zelina take a bad powerbomb bump on the outside from Chelsea. It just felt like a SmackDown match that I've seen a million times between these two. I've seen these two wrestle so many times. After Zelina wins with the code red, Chelsea was shown busted open from her nose. I really don't know where Chelsea goes from here. She's lost a whole bunch of matches, and she loses against Zelina Vega tonight. So the biggest news of tonight's show is they announced 3 big shows in Atlanta, similar to what they're doing in Tampa this weekend, but in 2 months' time, basically. July 12th to July 13th. It's a Saturday night's main event in Tampa, which we already knew. That's on July 12th that night. Then they have NXT, the Great American Bash. I'm not sure if that's Sunday or if that's during the day on Saturday, which I assume it is for a reason. And then they have Evolution 2. We're finally getting it. So something's up. One of these shows, these three big shows, is going head-to-head with AEW's big All-In show in Texas. So they're going head-to-head. That's going to happen. There's a reason they did this. I was not expecting the Great American Bash. Evolution 2 I thought would be fine. Do it on the Sunday. That'll be much better than Saturday night's main event, which I don't give a shit about next week in Atlanta. But, Evolution 2, I have interest in that. And I do have interest in NXT's Great American Bash. It's always just a TV special. I don't know. Okay, did they announce Great American Bash as a PLE, or is Great American Bash a TV special on Tuesday? I'm not sure. If it's a TV special, I think it's a PLE. I'll have to look more into that, but yeah, that's a reason they did that. So they show some legends in the crowd. I didn't really pay much attention to what was on. I apologize. There's just so much. It was hard to watch a show with all the commercials, but we're seeing a Bushwhacker and a couple other guys. John Cena and R-Truth. So Cena's introduced first, and he comes out in John Cena gear, and R-Truth is out next, and he comes out acting like the old John Cena, dressed in his gear with John Cena's theme music. So match was exactly what I was expecting. Truth did Cena's finisher, so he had that hope spot, but Cena got out of it. John Cena brought a title in the ring, and he teased a face turn when he refused to hit R-Truth. He put the belt away, and R-Truth is so happy. He goes to hug Cena, but he then gets a low blow. Cena hits an AA for the win. After he's done, he gets the belt, and he hits Truth in the head, laying him out. So Cena, ultimate heel here, and this was the last he would have. This was the last meeting. This was the last confrontation, last match, obviously, he has with R-Truth. This feud is over. So, backstage. Okay. They go to commercial break, and they're gone for a while, but they go backstage. Jey Uso was walking, and then we see John Cena. And I'm thinking, oh, no. No. We're not getting this at Saudi Arabia. And that's what I thought, all right, Cena, Uso, and Saudi. It'll be for that stupid big belt because they're not going back next year. So that's what we're getting. I'm a little bit worried now how the show ended, but Cena's ripping into him. He's tearing into him. Oh, you can't lose. It'll ruin wrestling, losing to a YouTuber like Logan Paul. And it was obvious Cena was going to have a role in the main event tonight, and he did, but we'll get to that later. They show more people, more legends in the crowd, and then we get to the match that Jesse Ventura basically ruined. You have the steel cage match, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. This was my most anticipated match, and I just was hoping Jesse wouldn't nitpick every little thing, and he wasn't as bad as he was. I think it was the Gunter and Jey Uso. I mean, is that the match he did last time? It has to be that. Could have been another match. I don't even remember. I don't think it was that. It wasn't that. It was something else, actually, but it was awful on the show in January, which I don't remember. But here, he's like, oh, man, it's fine. But near the end, he's just killing Priest, and Priest is the babyface. But you have a commercial break, which annoyed me, and they didn't really use the cage at all. For what I saw, they might have used the cage earlier, but it was basically just a match. It didn't even need to be a cage match. We could just have the same thing they had at Mania. But, I mean, having the cage made no sense because they didn't even use it. And Jesse's saying, well, they can't use cage matches on Saturday night's main event. They can't have it on NBC. Oh, whatever, man. They haven't had cage matches on TV. I mean, whatever. It's just, I mean, they used to bleed on Saturday night's main event sometimes. Didn't they have, I don't know if this was Saturday night's main event. Didn't they have, like, Jake Roberts' snake bite Randy Savage one time on Saturday night's main event in Tampa? Anyway, Priest kicks out of the Claymore. Drew brought two chairs in the ring, and they were used at the end. He sets up the chair in the corner, trying to do the same spot he did to Priest at Mania to beat him with the Claymore. He goes for the Claymore, he hits it, but he doesn't hit Priest. He hits a chair. Priest then uses the chair, hits him in the throat. Priest hits a South of Heaven chokeslam, and that was it. It looked like it was over. He's going to pin him, but he doesn't. I'm thinking, oh, maybe Drew's going to win. But no. Priest puts a chair down, puts Drew's head on it, then hits a concerto, and Cole was going crazy saying, oh, that's his mentor Edge. And I'm thinking, Edge? Huh. they don't usually mention him right now, but they mentioned Edge, and it looks like he's just going to pin him. Instead, he decides to walk out the cage, and I'm thinking something's going to happen here. Why is he just walking out? Priest looks back at Drew, just destroyed. He just walks out, and Priest wins. And Jesse has not improved the finish. He's shitting all over Damian Priest. I'm thinking maybe this is a double turn because this didn't do any Priest favors. The fans love Drew McIntyre. It was a Drew McIntyre crowd. It was all pro Drew. And I don't think this does Priest any favors. Then we have Joe Tessitore and Jesse Ventura on the panel hyping up the main event. We get Jey Uso and Logan Paul. Jey coming out first and Logan coming out getting the heel heat. I didn't care at all about the match. I just wanted the show to end at this point. It was exactly what I thought. Jey Uso sucks. It was just a basic TV match. It felt like such an afterthought. But why they went on last made sense. I thought maybe could they have something happen. I never thought Logan would win, but something might happen, I thought, and that's exactly what they did. So John Cena comes out to cost Jey Uso the match after the confrontation they had earlier tonight. I mean, it made John so mad he had to cost Jey the match, and he's going to cost Jey. Cody Rhodes music hits. And he lays out Cena. He makes his big return, hits him with the crossroads, and Cody saves Jey Uso. Jey Uso hits a spear on Logan Paul, hits the splash for the win, so Jey beats Logan. And then immediately after, Cody grabs the mic and says, you know what, Cena, he's setting up a match. You have a partner in Logan Paul. I have a brother in Jey Uso. We'll see you at Money in the Bank, and the show immediately ends. I thought, this doesn't do Cody any favors at all. This doesn't help him at all. Why didn't he come out to help our truth earlier? I'm thinking, man, I don't think this is going to be good for Cody. He's been gone for a month. I was hoping he'd be gone a little bit longer. Give him a couple more months. Bring him back around SummerSlam time. Here I'm thinking, I don't care. I mean, I guess we're getting Cody and Cena at SummerSlam now. I assume that's the direction, but I'm thinking I don't care about this. And immediately my thought was, holy shit, Money in the Bank, we're getting the worst match ever. We're going to get Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso against John Cena and Logan Paul. It's not necessarily an awful match. I mean, Jey Uso's horrible. John Cena's washed up. I mean, Logan can still work. He's good with right guys, and Cody's obviously very good. So if it's just Cody and Logan, I don't care. I mean, it'll be a fine match, but that's not what we're getting. I guarantee you, this is a six-man tag. There's going to be two celebrities on each side. It's going to be Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Bad Bunny against Logan Paul, John Cena, and Travis Scott. We're getting Travis Scott. And maybe it's not Bad Bunny, actually. It could be someone else. I can't really think of anyone. Who would it be? It could be Randy, maybe. Maybe it's Randy. No, probably not Randy. It'll be someone with Cody and Jey that's not Bad Bunny. It might not be Bad Bunny. Actually, it could not be. It's possible. But it could be either a wrestler, and then they're going to have Travis Scott on Cena's team. That's been the rumor. We're getting that at Money in the Bank. It killed Money in the Bank for me. I wouldn't pay premium dollars to see fucking Travis Scott in the main event, which is what we're getting. So I wasn't happy because that's exactly what I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't get him, but I think this is where it's headed. So that was Saturday night's main event. It was hard to watch it because half of the show was dedicated to commercial breaks. So I'd be happy if they just stopped doing them. I really don't care about the next show in Atlanta, and it's just a nothing show to me.